Sharp pruning shears make all the difference. If the blade is dull, you end up crushing branches instead of cutting them, and that's not good for your plants, so let me show you how to sharpen and clean your pruning shears. There are two main types of pruning shears, bypass and anvil. A bypass shear works like regular scissors, with one sharp edge sliding past the blunt edge. You usually only need to sharpen the top sharp blade. And an anvil shear has a sharp blade pressing down on a flat surface, called the anvil. Again, you only sharpen the cutting edge. No matter the type, it's important to follow the original sharpening angle and remove as little material as possible. If your garden scissors have a curved blade, like parrot beak models, use a sharpening stone or file that matches the curve. For a convex or rounder blade, you can use a concave stone. For a concave or hollow blade, use a rounded stone or file. Start by cleaning the blade and checking for any damage. If you see a lot of damage, start with a coarse stone of about 220 grit. Place the sharpening stone flat on the angled edge of the blade, then move it along in smooth strokes along the cutting edge. Keep sharpening until there's no more damage visible, then you can continue with a finer stone. Finishing on a grit size of about 1000 is usually fine for pruning shears. After sharpening, flip the tool and feel the back of the blade. If there's a burr, that's a small ridge of metal, gently remove it with a few light strokes of the stone. If your shears have two sharpened blades, repeat the same process on both sides. How many strokes you need depends on how dull the blade is, but 5 to 20 strokes per side is usually enough. You're done when the blade feels sharp with no rough edges or burrs. Garden shears or loppers, they are the slightly more robust type of shears used for thicker branches. They follow the same sharpening method. Always keep your angle consistent and check for burrs to finish it off. Pay attention to the shape of the blade though. If it's curved, follow the curve during sharpening and maintain a consistent angle. And of course, don't forget to remove any burrs after sharpening. Even the best sharpened blade won't stay that way for long without proper care. Dirt, plant sap and moisture can lead to a dull edge, rust or even jammed mechanisms. That's why regular maintenance is just as important. But when should you do it? Ideally after every pruning job. Clean and check your shears after every use, and at the very least at the start and end of each gardening season. Here's a quick cleaning routine. Rinse it, wipe the blade dry and clean with a cloth or brush to remove dirt. And you can use rubbing alcohol or resin remover to clean off plant sap or resin. Applying rubbing alcohol will also kill bacteria, fungi or viruses. This prevents spreading plant diseases. Oil the blade to prevent rust. Oil the hinge to keep it moving smoothly. And if your garden scissors have wooden handles, use a maintenance oil to keep the handles looking great. So now you know how to keep your pruning shears in top condition. Whether it's a sharpening stone, cleaning supplies or a bit of oil, you'll find everything you need to keep your tools working perfectly at Knives and Tools.